Friends, another day draws to a close, the sun sets, and my heart is completely broken when I think of the 6 brave soldiers of the Golani Brigade, 51st Battalion, as they faced the Hezbollah so bravely. They fell, and they're so young, ages 19 to 22, and paid the ultimate sacrifice to protect this land. And no greater love has anyone than this, that they lay down their life for their friends, for their country, for the faith in freedom, democracy, God's land, God's promises. And it's heavy fighting right now, heavy fighting. I know that confrontation line 1, the Hezbollah deserted in many ways some of the initial confrontation lines, leaving weapons, lots of weapons. I've showed you that in my videos, but there is either a regrouping. Maybe after they fled, they regrouped, they got new orders, new commanders. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but brutal battles with these diabolical murderers who seek to, destroy Israel, destroy our homes, and take hostages and use those tunnels they dug against us. Also, there's quite a lot going on in the Al-Mazeh neighborhood over right near Damascus. And so the Air Force is handling that right now and taking out a bunch of Hezbollah in Damascus area, which is not Lebanon, right? And so you have Ali Larijani, advisor to Iran's about the nuclear, they're really trying to get nukes. And so he lands in Damascus, and Israel is trying to shut down a lot of these operations to flood a Shiite corridor with weapons of mass destruction to hurt us. And around the world, things are definitely these are times we have to be vigilant. You have to be vigilant and alert, right? You saw what happened in Amsterdam. Did you hear that in Sri Lanka Iran was planning a mass shooting on Israelis in Sri Lanka, and how there was. As Iran was discovered to be behind, in some ways, a plot to assassinate Trump before he's gets into office, these Ayatollahs are planning to murder Israelis, all over, and assassinate 2 Jewish businessmen. And just keep your eyes open. Amsterdam wasn't a one-off, I believe, and neither is the Sri Lanka attack or the attacks even on U.S. soil or Canadian soil. Friends, be alert. We will not let the world plunge into the abyss of anarchy and violence, and really where warlords, the one with the biggest stick, gets what he wants. That's not going to happen. We will stand up for democracy, for freedom. We will stand on the promises of God. And these soldiers that fell, it's just in certain things that we can do, and there's certain things we can't do. All we can do really is stand together, pray, know who our friends are, and trust the people that are trustworthy. And that's what I want to tell you guys is whether the Abraham Accords ends up coming back under Trump or not, whether we continue to see what Netanyahu held up as the blessing, a realistic Middle Eastern a place that is like Isaiah chapter 19, whether that happens or doesn't, we must stand firm on God's word. We know there's a lot of pressures that happen right now. And so in your mercy, Psalms 143, in your mercy, cut off my enemies, destroy all those that afflict my soul, for I am your servant. Thank you, friends, for standing with Israel. Thank you for the efforts that have been made for us to get a second thermal drone. They're so blessed with the first thermal drone. Friends, if you feel the stirring in your heart, now's the time. We want to end this war with victory, and we don't want our kids I don't want my kid to have to go in there and continue what I've had to do these years. Please stand with us, and let's get a thermal drone, and let's help to see victory. And thank you for standing with all of the new immigrants who have made their home back in the Promised Land.